Anywho, I say that to simply say the reason I don't get bad doctors is because I have no nonsense. Like, I'm not going to take it. And I think we live in a society of pushovers, right? We
Yeah.
just do. And a lot of people say, well, the system is broken. And I'd actually challenge you with this question. Is it broken, or does it work the way it's designed by the people who designed it? Right? Like, when you stop and start thinking, think about how toxic food is and how it keeps you just sick enough to keep going. And then you think about how, these supposed medicines come in and rescue you, but then you read the list of side effects. So it's like you take A for B, but then you have to take C for B, and then you have to take D for C, and so on, right? So you're stuck in this wild little cycle that's literally been designed for you by a bunch of people like 100 years ago, right? Because now we're almost at the 100-year mark when the big changes in like pharma and education and all this stuff happened. I'm talking so big picture right now, right?
Yeah. I love it. I'm on board for sure.
Like, we're almost 100 years into this system that's been designed for us. So at what point do we, the people in the system, say, yo, I'm out. I'm done. Like, hard pass. You can take your materialistic things and keep it over there. I realize money makes the world go round. I'm not naive about it. We all need jobs to survive. We need money to survive. Nothing is free, right? Like, there's actually some people out there, they're like, everything is free. I'm like, no, it's not. You either paid with your time or your money, but you paid somehow. Nothing is free, okay? So I recognize everything costs something, but then we have the amazing choice to say, what am I going to do with my hard-earned time and money? Like, what will I do with these things, right? Do I want to run the rat race? Is that the lifestyle I want to live? Or do I want to find 5 friends and go buy a farm, right? Like, we have that power. And the thing is that, and I think this for me at least goes back to, again, my childhood, I hate being powerless, right? When you are a kid and somebody likes to beat the crap out of you, there's 2 types of kids. There's the kids who shut down, and I respect them because I've been in their shoes, literally. And there's the kids who will not be a victim, and I respect them too. It doesn't matter how you come out of it, as long as you come out of it, right? Like, it's never an easy situation.
Yeah.
But I feel like the world is shutting itself down. Like, people are so inundated by all these messages, even in like the non-toxic space. There's this dude who walks around without a shirt on, and he's like mega ripped, which good for him. Yeah. But he's like, you can't eat the seeds from fruit, not even kiwi. And I'm like, dude, what's better? People not eating kiwi at all, or like your way? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, how many people would just go, oh, well, then I just won't eat fruit because this dude who's mega ripped said not to? Like, dude, you're hurting people with this messaging. And so people are like seeing these people now, like going through grocery stores going, look how bad this is. Look how bad this is. Look how, like, and they're saying, look how bad everything is, without ever going, but here's the alternative. But instead they're like, here, buy my $10,000 program and I'll tell you what to buy. And I'm like, how about you just walk them through a natural grocery store instead? Like, take them to a farmer's market, at least tell them something, right? Like, give them a little bit of hope and at least tell them where to find their power. Like, that's what me, like, and you asked how I did this through business. And my really long answer, I tell people where to find their power, because if I do it for you, I hold all your power. I don't want to be in charge of that. That's why I never understand like greedy people who want to like rule people and rule the world. I'm like, have you people not raised children and seen how exhausting it is to be responsible for other people? That's exhausting.
Exactly.
Like, no, responsible for yourself.
That's right.
That's my real goal. So I am the type of person who will lead you to the water, but I will never make you drink. If you don't want to take your power back from big pharma and big ag and big whoever else and big education, fine, right? But just know you're going to pay for it one day. Your kids are going to pay for it. Kids are already paying for it. So you're either going to be part of the problem or you're going to be part of the solution, you know? And the unfortunate truth is we look at like even just all the hormone disruptors, right? Okay, so, and this is, again, big picture, okay? And this is like a little passion project of mine that I bet you'd be in with it for me too. I really want to help women, especially, and families take radical responsibility for themselves and their households, right? But it starts with dads. It starts with men being strong leaders and actually being strong men. But how many men have like their testosterone in the garbage, right? Like if you're a dude with low testosterone, you can't function as an actual man, Okay. Now, I know we're going to sit here and you're going to have people talking about gender equality, this and that. You know what? I'm going to tell you the thing nobody wants to tell you out loud. The genders are not equal, period. You will not find a man giving birth and raising children, just how you're not going to find a woman, or at least not most women, working an oil rig. Okay. It is okay that I don't want to work an oil rig and that I am not physically built to work an oil rig. I'm actually okay with that. See, when I was younger, I wasn't okay with that. I was like, equality, like I'm just as good as, but see, the thing is they're delivering the message wrong. They need to be telling us it's okay that the genders aren't equal because we are equally strong at different things. That's the actual message that nobody wants to tell us. Because here's the thing, when people start embracing that truth, when men start realizing, oh, I need to get my tee up. I need to be a strong man. I need to lead my family because that's what men were made to do, right? They are biologically designed to protect and provide, okay? Not necessarily nurture. Some men are born that way. Some men are natural nurturers, and you're going to meet a few here and there, but not a lot. And some of them learn it, and some of them are happy to do it for their own child, but not all children, right? That's why you don't have a lot of men who are school teachers. Why? Women are just naturally better at being like, let me gather all the little chickens and ducklies and teach them all, right? Like, you can naturally do that, okay? Most men can't, and that's okay. Because I'm not working an oil rig, Wendy. I'm just not. And I'm
You know what? I love that message, and I continue to say, I don't want to do it all.
Yeah, like I don't want to do
girls, women in their 20s and strong women, right?
Yeah.
We're all strong women. Lead from your strength. Your strength, not what the world is telling you you need to be strong about. And let me tell you something. Strong women in their 20s, then they say, oh, no, I'm not going to get taken advantage of. If you are not looking for that strong connection with a strong man, you will end up very, very tired 20 years later.
You will, for sure. And it's, it's actually like a 50-year issue. Just how it took us we're almost at the 100-year mark. We're at 80 years now. We're 80 years into this disaster, as we can call it. It's going to take us almost 50 years to get out because we have to now start working on the young women now who are of, childbearing ages, who want children, right? We need to teach them how to raise their families. We need to be working on boys and men right now. We need to be working on current dads, future dads, right? Like this is such a big society issue that we need to shift because we need men being men. We need women being women. We need them raising their children and their families to be strong, educated, critically thinking individuals who can do big things, who, maybe a little girl wants to, I don't know, run a farm when she's 25 and then raise a family when she's 35, right? But let's give her all those tools so that she can do those things. There's no reason she can't. Right. And just how maybe you've got a boy who wants to be a fashion designer at 25 and then go be a strong dad who provides at 35. Same deal. Give them all the tools. Right. Let's give these kids a fighting chance. Let's stop adulterating their air, water, food, movement, medicine. Let's get them out of these cycles. Same thing for current parents. Like how many people have never read the side effects of some of the stuff they're pushing on people? Most people never have. Most people don't even realize their side effects because they don't even know to ask. Right.
Yep.
Imagine this. Imagine if every 12th grader in the entire world, instead of doing year 12, now we do a year of critical living, right? People like you and I go in, we teach them critical thinking. We teach them how to actually grocery shop, how to read a label, how to feed themselves well, how to actually think about how to find someone that matches up with them. And, do I even want kids? What might that look like one day? Like, let's actually teach them how to for reals live. None of this nonsense, right? Not teaching them how to pass a test. Like, I'm all for test taking and what have you, but here's the thing. One of the biggest lies pushed on society was that everybody has to go to college. That's such a lie. No. Some people need to go to college. Not everybody does. This idea that you're going to fail if you don't go to college, I'm so sick and tired of this messaging because all we've done is produce an entire generation of people that are full of so much debt and so much worry and so much stress. And most of them hate the degree they got anyway. Like, it was a waste of time, energy, and money. And so it's like, why aren't we just going back to the roots? Like vocational school. Let's give kids that gap year. They're not going to die because they took a year off to figure out what they want to do in life. Now, kids who sit around and play video games all day, that's a whole different story. Like, get your butt up, go do something, right?
Yeah.
But there's a balance to be found here because right now you've got all these kids who are like doom and gloomers at like 22. They're ready to just go jump off a bridge. And I'm like, where's your gumption?